arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching, Greg, and for the players, this moment, they built so much, and now it's here, a chance to take the field in the biggest football game.
We hear all week, Mike, from every team leading up to the Super Bowl. For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players, the new coaches, no matter how much you tell them, there's still an element of uncertainty that really doesn't hit you until that ball is kicked off. So who handles it better? Who's more prepared for this stage? We're a couple minutes from finding out, and man, I think we are in for a great game.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Off we go on EA Sports. They'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And, Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Patriots' 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Open man is Jake Bobo. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. It's the quarterback with a sneak, and he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. First down as they do it on the ground.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Now they'll pitch it out here. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage standing there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Make this happen. Get these 3 points.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Julian Love brings him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's May. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
The Seahawks offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. This one complete to Bobo. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold.
The pass on 3rd down. Christian Barmore on the stop. A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Myers back out there. Had the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
By Leonard Williams. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. That one is complete, and this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
3rd and short, and here is May. Be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Here's May again. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
It is 3rd and long. Man in motion, it's Diggs. Throwing on 3rd down is May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
And the Patriot first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
To number 86. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 on the Seahawks 6-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, here is Henderson. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down, 1st and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, 6-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Good blocking, and he's in. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Pats move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Seahawks offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. to start the drive. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really two types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
To throw is Darnold. To the sideline, that is caught, but he's out of bounds. They tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but instead it's incomplete and third down.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but, Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that end up going the other direction. Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Back deep is Marcus Jones. And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's first and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll go underneath to Henderson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, New England.
First down, Patriots.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. They'll go play action with May. That'll be intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, Seattle.
First down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
We'll try and run it with Walker. And the Seahawks are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
First down and goal to go.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised.
And he's in. A.J. Barner. Touchdown, Seattle. Got a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are in the lead by the score of 13-7. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Run, and this is Henderson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
May to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this out to Henderson. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and long. Working out of the gun. It's May. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Walker. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire 1st half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 12 more yards from him there, and another 1st down.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike. That's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Throwing, Darnold. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of spark.
17 yards on that connection. 1st down, Seattle.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A loss of a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Darnold now to throw. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. and inches. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Second and a yard. Darnold. And he'll take it on in. A.J. Barner. Touchdown, Seattle. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll start out first down and 10. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. Throwing on first and 10 is May. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike, and he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Out of the gun, here's May. That's into the hands of Diggs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. New England going to take their second timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. May going to look to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
The Pats to stop it here. They'll use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
May to the air once more. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. That's on the 4th overall pick, Will Campbell.
Still third down.
So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. To throw again is May. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Should we have a finish to remember here in Santa Clara? Second half underway in Super Bowl 60. On the return, Travion Henderson. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Henderson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That run good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Stop is made by Jaron Reed.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. Throwing now is May. The 2nd down throw is incomplete. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is May. Pass caught right side by Henry. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Patriots first down.
First down, New England.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, New England.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert it.
And the left first and goal is down inside the 10-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Throwing is May. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's into the end zone. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Rodriguez now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Patriots are back within 6.
The score, Seahawks 20, Patriots 14.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
At the 42-yard
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
In motion is Barner. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Got a man, that's Barner, the tight end. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 2.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
To throw is Darnold. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. To the goal line and in. George Holani. Touchdown Seahawks. Now we'll get a 2-point try here. Darnold has the offense lined up.
The Seahawks will line up.
Lynn's coming. He'll throw it. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. On the handoff, Henderson. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Nick Emanwari is there to make the play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Offense. Still 2nd down.
May to throw on second down. To the left side, he's got Henry. He'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Once more, it's Anderson. Finding space inside the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Throwing on second down. May. And they'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picks up the first down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. They'll go play action with May. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play,
and he's in. Austin Hooper. Touchdown, New England. Touchdown, New England. The extra point now for Borregales. He's got it. And the Pats have cut the deficit to 5.
Seahawks 26, Patriots 21.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of...
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, Darnold. He'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. Darnold now to throw. Taken in right side by Barner. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's another Seahawks.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Patriots' 26-yard line.
They run with Walker. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
First down and goal to go.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now the point after try from Myers. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Patriots 21.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Patriots offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one, his ball is around, but it is incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and now you can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's May. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
It's a gain of 23.
A gain there of 23 yards.
Patriots.
1st down, New England.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 41, it's 2nd and 1. May to throw again. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun. It's May. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New England.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
To the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Throwing is May. That is caught, and he's close to the goal line but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane, and now it's 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get...
And he will score! Game on! Drake May! Touchdown, Patriots! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Borregales now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Patriots have cut the deficit to 5.
33, Patriots 28.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Well, Seahawks offense ready to get back to work. In motion is Barner. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. Throwing, Darnold. This one stabbed by Smith and Jigba. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and a yard. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Forced out left. He'll try and get there on the ground. New England going to take their second timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. He'll locate Cup. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's good.
The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their third and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. Gets to the edge at the 30. And it's a touchdown-saving tackle as he got this down inside the 5-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 42 yards.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. They'll drop to throw. That one taken in. Cooper, touchdown Seahawks.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks tack on one more to their lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 40, Patriots 28.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
First down.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Patriots first down. To throw now, May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
To throw again is May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
I think that's the sign of a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's already got 2 picks on the day. Certainly doesn't want to throw a third, so good decision. Just throw it away.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. Hugs on that sideline. One final kneel down, and that will put the bow on this championship season. And that'll do it. For the first time in more than a decade, the Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champions. Well, a fitting ending to a great NFL season, all culminating here in the Super Bowl. And, Greg, I think we can say the best team won the title.
And you think back to the season they had, Mike, where they earned everything on the field. There was ups and downs. There was adversity. And they were such a resilient group all season long. They were battle